It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Dallas Mavericks. The Suns win the opening tip. They'll have it first as we get going in the desert. Paul looking for his man. Trying to cash in, just not going down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Booker. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number two, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number three, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Takes stock of the floor. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Doncic. To Richardson. Here comes the screen. Richardson in a matchup with Booker. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. Gets a look, can't hit. Here's Barea, looking to make something happen. Screen coming. Richardson down to Cauley Stein. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's Suns ball. Booker to Paul. Screen coming. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Porzingis. Richardson to Luka Doncic. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Paul to Mikal Bridges. Paul. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Here's Barea. They trail by 2. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Substitution being made in this one.
For the Dallas Mavericks, number 23, Trey Burke.
To Luka Doncic. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Trey Burke. Trey Burke is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 79% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3, got it. Almost settles for a 2 or 3 trip. The follow won't go either. To Booker. To Paul for 3, off the mark, and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Doncic. To Porzingis. Sizing up the defense. And the Suns secure the rebound. Into the front court, it's Booker. The score 10-8. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
To Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Doncic to Porzingis. Can't connect.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But this defense keeps maintaining.
My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Down low, Coley stuffs it down with authority. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Kristaps Porzingis tips it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kristaps Porzingis. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Booker. Howell with the rebound. To Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Number 7, Dwight Powell.
Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. So it stays with Phoenix. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. DeAndre Ayton. Down to 5 on the 24. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Burke with it. It's 14-12. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Richardson To Luka Doncic.
Watch that back door.
5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Has a look. And he buries it.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Phoenix with it. DeAndre Ayton. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one, count it. Two for two on that trip.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
Brunson. Cauley-Stein to Lee. Hardaway. Can't connect. Trying to cash in. Daniel's shot won't go.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Lee to Brunson. Here comes the screen. Tim Hardaway Jr. missed his first. That one goes.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Big pick right there.
No good. Defense catching a break there.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body controls everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
DeAndre Ayton trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. To Hardaway.
School coming up. School coming up.
Deep two there. Won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
DeAndre Ayton at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. To Brunson. Down low for Powell. Offensive board. Crawford. Cashes in for 2.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Burke with it. Down 8. To Brunson. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Here comes the screen. Dwight Powell able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lee with the basketball. Now down 6. To Brunson. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a shot up off the mark.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
And he drains it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Dallas with the possession.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
To Lee. Trey Burke. Can't get the bounce. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
From long range. Brunson forced that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Crawford won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First free throw is good. Second and 3 is good.
The game for the Suns. Number 10, Dario Sugden.
Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. We played one at Talking Stick Resort Arena with the Suns on top. Jay and I back with more of NBA Wednesday night on EA Sports after this. Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Lee. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul. But take it when you can get it.
Mikal Bridges.
Screen, I got your help.
In the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Dallas owns the basketball. And count the basket inside.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Now Paul with the basketball. Up by 3. To Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen.
I got this.
Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Gets to the basket, but it's no good. To Mikal Bridges. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chippy.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Hall with it up top. Leads 3. Dwight Powell snatching it out of the air. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Doncic. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Suns with the basketball. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range. That won't go. Burke with it. They're down 3. Doncic. Trey Burke. Off the mark. No good.
Here we go.
To Mikal Bridges. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. 4-3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Team foul number 1.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Lee trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. And hits at the line. Paul across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the left side. To Paul. Booker. Not that time. Runner here won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Suns control the possession. To Paul.
Pick. Oh, no, he can't guard you out there.
Surveys the floor. Paul. To Mikal Bridges. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. That no good. Off the mark.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. J.J. Barea swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Lee. Here comes the screen. Barea against Chris Paul. To Hardaway. Has a chance. Working hard on the glass. Courtney Lee with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Short jumper off the mark.
NBA Season 8 2020 games and highlights coming up next.
That one was headed.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul to Booker. Probing the defense. Booker. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Here's Barea. Leads a bucket. To Lee. Porzingis. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Oh, he had it.
Game 1 New York Knicks 6-8 Indiana Pacers 9-6 final.
You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Now whistle and a timeout for Phoenix as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 77. Into the game.
Booker to Paul. Goes to the right side. Has a look. Shot by Saric off the mark. Here's Barea. They lead it. 4-point game.
Game 1 Milwaukee Bucks 1-2-0 Charlotte Hornets 7-1 final.
Screen coming. Doncic to Hardaway. Beyond the arc for three. No good. That's great defense. It's Phoenix ball. To Booker. Probing the defense. Chance for Chris Paul. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
The screen sets him up for two.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Paul into the front court. Down 4. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Shot from the lane won't go. Doncic. Knocked loose. Taken by the Suns. It's Mikal Bridges with the 2.
Game 1 Philadelphia 76ers 1-2-5 Boston Celtics 1-1-7 final.
You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Paul. To Booker. Shot by Saric off the mark. Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Porzingis. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Trying to cash in. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs are... he sent that one to
Game
the
1
third
San
row.
Francisco
He was
Warriors
locked in.
8-9
That was
Brooklyn Nets
impressive.
9-7 final.
Hardaway to Porzingis. Slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine, and you call it a day.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Booker. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Now Paul with the basketball. Margins 8. To Mikal Bridges. Paul to Booker. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Short jumper stays out. Doncic. Barea against Chris Paul. To Luka Doncic.
Game 1 Los Angeles Clippers 1-1-3 Los Angeles Lakers 1-1-8
Has a
final.
chance. Howard. Shot off the mark.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Footer at the buzzer, and he scores. Unguardable, Jay. We've come up on halftime with the Mavericks on top. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Mavericks have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Dallas Mavericks. The Suns would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half.
Game 1 New Orleans Pelicans 9-0 Houston Rockets 8-2 final.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Bench points.
The Phoenix Suns were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead. and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Lee with the basketball. His team on top by 8. To Luka Doncic. Lee to Richardson. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Porzingis for 2. KP. Kristaps Porzingis. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Here comes the screen. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
To Porzingis. Here comes the screen. Courtney Lee, guarded by CP3. Can't miss those. Paul with it up top. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Look out, Devin Booker. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lee to Porzingis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Mikal Bridges. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
And he scores on the step back.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lee with the basketball. Up by 6. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Mikal Bridges. To Booker. It's Paul for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Lee to Richardson. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Booker to Paul. Fine to shoot. Off Offensive rebound, shot clock violation. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 5, Jose Barea.
Barea picked up by Paul. To Richardson. To Porzingis. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Out for Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
And this is what makes Porzingis so dangerous. He's got that length and those jump shots just like Kevin Durant, but he's way over 7 feet tall, and he's got that feathery touchdown low. Still want to see his game get a little bit more expanded with his low post moves.
Has a look. The shot, almost. Porzingis. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
To Paul. Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Mavericks with the basketball. To Porzingis. Runner here. Won't go. Mikal Bridges. The pass set it all up.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Great hustle. That's what you like to see. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 77.
To Porzingis. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Dallas has it. Takes stock of the floor. To Porzingis. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Booker with it. Down 8. DeAndre Ayton. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here's Barea. Up 6. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Phoenix has the ball. From the outside, no good. Porzingis. To Luka Doncic. The drive, right to the basket. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
It goes down.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Doncic to Porzingis. Courtney Lee, not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
That's no good. Doncic. Here's a chance from long range. Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. And a nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Porzingis to Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. To Luka Doncic. Fires the three. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
DeAndre Ayton, now to Booker, down low. Look out, Devin Booker. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Phoenix.
Brunson to Lee.
Stand on your right. On your right.
Short jumper off the mark. Into the front court. It's Booker. The margin standing now at 7. Seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. Booker's shot, no good. Hardaway to Porzingis.
2 minutes left.
Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's Suns ball.
I got ball. That's me. Ball.
Booker. And stuffs it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Brunson to Hardaway. Rebound, Saric. Rebound cleared by Dallas. Hardaway to Brunson. Screen coming. Courtney Lee, guarded by Devin Booker. Nice pass to set things up.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Booker with it. His guys down by 9. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Down to 5 on the 24. Booker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Booker. Has a chance. Look out, Devin Booker. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Screen coming. 19-footer at the buzzer. And it's Booker who grabs the rebound. That ends the third quarter. It's the Mavericks with the lead. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
To Lee. With the interception.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
From the painted area, won't go down. Hardaway here against Troy Daniels. Can't connect. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Off the mark. Hardaway to Brunson. Hardaway to Brunson. No good and no foul.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Courtney Lee, defended by Daniels. To Brunson. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For the Phoenix Suns, number 22. Subbing in for the Dallas Mavericks, number 6.
Here we go. I got him. In the stands. He's coming. In the stands.
To Crawford. For 3. Off the iron. No good. Here's Barea. Leads 5. To Lee. Down to Cauley Stein. Cauley Stein powers it through.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here's Berea. His team up by 7. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
And the rebound taken in by Dallas. Here's Berea. It's a 9-point lead. To Porzingis. Trying to cash in. Shot no good by KP. Oh, he blocked it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Kristaps Porzingis sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Hey, you got the screen right. Hey, kick me the ball.
Paul to Booker. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Willie Cauley-Stein. Huge block. Nice pass to get things going.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Luka Doncic. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Booker. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Chance for Paul. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Here's CP3. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Doncic. Shot from the lane won't go. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor.
Hey, left.
Has a look. Almost, but no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss. But what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Five on the shot clock. Chance for Chris Paul, and the rebound comes down to Dallas. Here's Barea. Lead stands at 7. To Porzingis. Doncic. Down low, Cauley Stein. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
To Paul. Booker. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
DeAndre Ayton at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Mavericks with the possession. Barea against Chris Paul. Cauley Stein to Richardson. Trying to cash in. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Paul. Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay up no chance, but if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Josh Richardson at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play, the lead grows to 12. Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Paul. Cauley Stein to Porzingis. Mavs recover. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. He gets it.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls.
The NBA season 8-0 games and highlights coming up next. Game 1 New York Knicks 6-8 Indiana Pacers 9-6 final. Game 1 Milwaukee Bucks 1-2 Charlotte Hornets 7-1 final. Game 1 Philadelphia 76ers 1-5 Boston Celtics 1-7 final. Game 1 San Francisco Warriors 8-9 Brooklyn Nets 9-7 final. Game 1 Los Angeles Clippers 1-3 Los Angeles Lakers 1-8 final. Game 1 New Orleans Pelicans 9-0 Houston Rockets 8-2 final.
To Booker. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. From long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Richardson picked up by Booker. chance, but it's no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Paul. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
You see, Ed, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
To Luka Doncic. Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 23, Trey Burke.
Kristaps Porzingis sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kristaps Porzingis. Booker to Paul. To Booker. Has a chance. Look out, Devin Booker. 4 out of 7.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Richardson guarded by Devin Booker. And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Goes 2 for 2.
Here we go. Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
Slam dunk.
The assist from number 23.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
First one goes down.
Good money.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Long heave from three-quarters court. The victory to the Mavericks as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Sports post-game wrap-up. The Mavericks won this game after a close finish. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Dallas Mavericks. The Suns are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. Check out the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Kristaps Porzingis really turned this game into a spectacle with all of the blocked shots. He put together an amazing combination of timing and awareness to provide some excellent highlights.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Game 1 Dallas Mavericks 9-4 Phoenix Suns 8-5 Fin.